Deceit is the devil's deadliest device. With the addition of one little word, not, he persuaded Eve to distrust God, Genesis 3, verse 4. With a subtle shift of words, Satan's tongue set the world on fire, James 3, verses 2 through 8. And regardless of the abundant availability of truth, man still falls for his lies and deceit today, particularly when it comes to understanding God's plan of salvation. Today's Morning Minutes in the Bible on Sensual Service Saturday looks at how we let our senses, particularly emotions, deceive us and lead us away from God's truth. One sneaky aspect of deceit is that people who love and are committed to truth are often the most easily deceived. Because of their commitment to truth, they assume everyone else has the same desire for truth. They know people don't love the truth enough to reject sin, 2 Thessalonians 2, verses 10 through 12, but even when it's obvious people are lying, they simply refuse to believe someone will lie to them. Granted, we all have to trust people. No one wants to live in a world without trust, but we must use good judgment, especially in the big things of life. For instance, when it comes to salvation, we must examine everything to make sure it is truth. Now the Berean Jews were of more noble character than those in Thessalonica, for they received the message with great eagerness and examined the scriptures every day to see if what Paul said was true, Acts 17, verse 11. One disappointing Old Testament example of a failure to fully test for truth was early in Israel's conquest of the Promised Land. The people of the city of Gibeon realized God was with Israel, so joining with the other cities to go fight was foolish. They also knew God had told Israel to destroy all the inhabitants. So they decided to deceive Israel and pretend to have come from a long distance to make a treaty with him, Joshua 9, verses 3 through 6. At first Israel was suspicious, but fell for the appearance of evidence and made a covenant with him, Joshua 9, 7 through 15. They made the same mistakes so many make today. They didn't seek God's will. The Israelites sampled their provisions, but did not inquire of the Lord, Joshua 9:14. Don't be deceived by the devil's devices. Seek God's will in everything, especially salvation. How we feel isn't proof of anything except how we feel. Use our senses to absorb information, but process it all through our minds and process our minds through the Word of God. Do that and you won't fall for the devil's lies. Just some thoughts, not feelings, on Sensual Service Saturday. Until tomorrow's Morning Minutes in the Bible, this is James McClinney hoping you have a great day.